Sam was 14 and lived in a small town surrounded by hills and fields. His home was simple, a one-story house with a tin roof, wooden walls, and a small garden where his mother grew mint and tomatoes. The roof leaked in the rain, but Sam didn't mind. It was home. His father worked long hours as a mechanic, his hands always stained with grease, yet his smile was warm. His mother sold fruit at the market, waking up early every day. Though money was tight, both parents worked hard and always taught Sam to be kind and honest. Sam helped his mom carry fruit baskets each morning before walking 20 minutes to school. He wasn't the top student, but teachers respected his honesty and hard work. Classmates trusted him because he was dependable and generous. He loved reading adventure stories, imagining himself as the hero making tough choices. On his way home, he often sat in the park, enjoying the quiet. One sunny afternoon, Sam was walking home from school. His backpack felt heavy. As he passed the park, he saw something near the bushes. It was a wallet. The wallet was dark brown leather. It looked old but expensive. Inside, Sam found a lot of money and an ID card. The name on the card was Mr. Harold Thompson. Sam's heart started beating fast. The street was empty. No one was around. Sam thought about the money. He could buy new shoes, food for his family, or even a gift for his mom. But something felt wrong. Then he remembered his father's words, "Even when no one is looking, do the right thing." Sam slipped the wallet into his bag and hurried home, unsure of what to do. That evening, the wallet sat on the kitchen table as his parents looked at him seriously. His father opened the wallet and saw the money. "There's more than a month's salary here," his father said softly. Sam admitted, "I thought about keeping it." His mother touched his shoulder gently. "It's normal to feel that way, but what matters is what you choose to do." His father looked at the ID card. "This belongs to Mr. Thompson. He lives near us. We will return it tomorrow." That night, Sam lay in bed thinking. He imagined new shoes, a nice dress for his mom, and fixing the broken gate. But each thought made his heart feel heavy. Deep down, he knew it was wrong. The next day at school, Sam told his best friend Joel about the wallet. Joel was shocked. "You're really giving it back? That's crazy. Think about what you could buy." Sam stayed quiet. Later, he heard classmates laughing about stealing snacks from a shop. He realized how easy it is to take what isn't yours and how hard it is to do the opposite. That evening, Sam's father told him, "We don't have much, but this money is not ours. If we kept it, it would never feel good." Sam took a deep breath. "Okay, let's return it." The next morning, Sam wore his cleanest shirt. With his father, he walked to Mr. Thompson's house. A tired but kind man opened the door.
Hello? Can I help you?
Sir, I found this wallet yesterday in the park. It had your ID inside.
My wallet. I thought it was lost forever.
I wanted to return it to you.
Everything is here. All the money, all the cards. You didn't take anything.
No, sir.
Thank you, young man. That was very honest of you.
I just wanted to do the right thing.
And you did. Please, come inside and have some tea with me.
As they sat together, Sam felt something special inside. Doing the right thing was not easy, but it felt good. And even if no one else knew, Sam knew, and that was enough. The next day at school, Sam felt different, calmer, stronger, as if he had passed a test no one else could see. His friend Joel was still shocked.
You really gave it back?
Yeah, it just felt right.
Wow. I don't think I could do that. You're like a hero.
I'm not a hero. I just didn't want to feel guilty every time I saw those shoes or ate food bought with that money.
That weekend, something surprising happened. Mr. Thompson came to Sam's house. He wanted to thank Sam again, this time in a special way. "Mr. Thompson, I know you didn't ask for anything, but I believe good actions should be rewarded." He gave Sam a small box. Inside was a handwritten letter and a fountain pen. Sam opened the letter and read it slowly. In the letter, Mr. Thompson praised Sam's honesty and said he was very mature for his age. He wrote that in a world where many people take the easy way, Sam's choice gave him hope. The pen was very important. It had belonged to Mr. Thompson's father, who had been a teacher. Mr. Thompson said he wanted Sam to have it. Sam was so surprised that he could not speak at first. "Sam, are you sure?" Mr. Thompson nodded. "Absolutely. You earned it." In the weeks that followed, Sam noticed small ripples of change. Neighbors smiled at him, the librarian gifted him a book, and even the usually silent bus driver gave him a thumbs up. These gestures weren't grand, but they made Sam walk a little taller. At school assembly, the principal announced a new award for integrity and called Sam's name. The medal and certificate weren't expensive, but to Sam, they meant everything. They marked the moment he had chosen honesty over temptation. Afterward, A younger student asked, "How do I know what to do if I find something like you did?" "Listen to your heart," Sam replied. "And remember, doing the right thing feels best, especially when no one's watching." That night, Sam placed the medal beside the fountain pen and letter in his drawer. His mother told him, "We're not proud because people clapped. We're proud because you didn't need them to." And Sam understood. The greatest reward wasn't applause or gifts. It was the quiet strength of knowing he had done the right thing. Sometimes life gives us small moments that change who we are. For Sam, finding the wallet in the park was one of those moments. It was not about the money. It was not about the praise. It was about choosing between what is easy and what is right. We all face choices like this: returning something that is lost, standing up for a friend, or telling the truth even when it is hard. Most of these choices do not bring applause or awards. They happen quietly. Maybe no one else will see, but you will know, and that is what matters. Every time you do the right thing, you tell yourself, "I can trust me." This is what integrity means. Sam could have kept the money. His family was poor, and no one would have blamed him. But instead of asking, "What can I get?" he asked, "Who do I want to be?" That is the lesson. In a world full of shortcuts and quick wins, character still matters. Honesty and courage are not old-fashioned. They are always important. So, when you have to make a choice, remember, do the right thing, even when no one is watching. Integrity is not about being perfect. It is about making the right choice, one step at a time. Over time, those choices shape who we are. One good choice can change a moment. Many good choices can change a life.